Welcome to another deep dive. This time we're going to be exploring the world of healing crystals
Okay.
and how they can be used for emotional balance and well-being.
Right.
We'll be looking at an article called Unlocking the Healing Potential, Crystals for Emotional Balance and Well-Being. So,
Okay, cool.
get ready for some interesting insights.
Yeah.
You might even discover a new tool
Yeah.
for your own emotional toolkit.
It's fascinating how,
Yeah.
people have been drawn to crystals for their beauty for ages, but they're also believed to have healing properties.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. But before we jump in, I want to be clear that we're not suggesting anyone
Right.
ditch professional help and rely solely on crystals.
Yeah.
This deep dive is more about exploring an interesting practice.
Yeah. Think of it as maybe adding another tool to your emotional toolkit.
Okay.
So how do crystals work on an emotional level?
Yeah, how do they work?
Well, the idea is that they're energetic tools,
Good.
each possessing unique vibrations and frequencies that can influence our own energy fields and, in turn, our emotional states.
So if each crystal has its own vibration, how do we know which ones can help with what?
So different crystals are associated with different properties.
Okay.
For example, rose quartz, with its gentle pink hue,
Yeah, rose quartz is so pretty.
is linked with unconditional love and compassion.
I see why it would be associated with love. But how can it help someone if they're, feeling down?
So it's thought to soothe emotional wounds, promote forgiveness, and encourage you to open your heart to giving and receiving love. So if you're struggling with negative self-talk, holding a rose quartz while affirming positive qualities about yourself could be a powerful practice.
So it's almost like having a physical reminder to be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
I've heard about chakras before.
Yeah.
Do crystals tie into that at all?
They do. Chakras are energy centers within the body,
Okay.
and certain crystals are believed to influence specific chakras.
Okay.
Take amethyst, for example, that
Yeah.
beautiful purple crystal,
Wow.
known for promoting tranquility and spiritual growth.
Yeah.
It's often linked to the third eye chakra, which governs intuition and insight.
Amethyst always seems to have a very calming energy. It's like a little pocket of peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's believed that amethyst can help quiet the mind, reduce stress and anxiety, and allow you to tap into your inner wisdom. It's almost like having a direct line to your intuition, helping you navigate life's challenges with more clarity.
Okay, so we've got rose quartz for love and amethyst for peace and intuition. What other emotional states can we explore with crystals? What about when you need a boost of energy and positivity?
That's where citrine comes in. That's sunshine yellow crystal.
Oh, yeah.
It's often called the stone of abundance
Yeah.
and is associated with joy, positivity, and dispelling negative emotions like self-doubt.
Citrine is such a happy color.
Yeah.
I could definitely see how it could help shift your perspective to a more positive one.
You could carry a citrine in your pocket to remind you to approach challenges with optimism and attract abundance into your life. Imagine you're facing a difficult situation at work. Holding a citrine and visualizing a successful outcome might help shift your energy and encourage a more positive mindset.
I love the idea of using it as a reminder to stay positive.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about rose quartz, amethyst, and citrine. Anything else we should know about?
Let's talk about labradorite.
Okay.
It's visually stunning with its iridescent play of colors, almost like a galaxy is trapped inside.
Cool.
But it's also energetically powerful.
Labradorite sounds intriguing. What's it known for?
It's often associated with emotional protection and intuition.
Oh.
Labradorite is thought to act as a shield against negativity, helping you maintain emotional balance even in challenging situations.
So if someone is feeling overwhelmed or emotionally drained, carrying labradorite might help them feel more grounded and protected.
Exactly. It's like having an energetic bodyguard. But it also enhances your intuition, helping you trust your gut instincts. For example, imagine you have to make a difficult decision. Holding a labradorite might help you feel more centered and connected to your inner wisdom, guiding you towards the best choice.
An energetic bodyguard and an intuition booster, all in one. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, right?
Absolutely.
There are so many other crystals out there.
There's a whole world of crystals to explore, each with its own unique properties and potential benefits.
I'm already hooked. We've talked about all these crystals and their properties, but how do people actually use them in their everyday lives?
Right.
Do you just carry them around?
That's one way, but there's a lot more to it.
Okay.
We'll dive into the practical ways to incorporate these crystals into your daily routine after a quick, I guess we'll just keep going.
We don't have any breaks.
Yeah, we don't have any breaks.
We'll just continue right now to wrap things up and leave you with a final thought.
Sounds good.
So we've learned about some key crystals and how they, could potentially impact emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you actually use them?
Right.
Is it as simple as just having a pretty crystal, like, on your desk?
Well, it can be. But to really tap into their potential,
Okay.
it's about using them with intention.
Okay.
One of the simplest ways is carrying crystals with you.
Like in my pocket?
Oh.
Or is it more like, wearing them as jewelry?
Both.
Okay.
You can keep them in a purse or backpack, too.
Okay.
Think of it as having that tangible connection to the crystal's energy throughout the day.
So, like, if I'm feeling stressed, I could have a little rose quartz in my pocket and kind of touch it as a reminder to, be kind to myself.
Exactly. It's all about connecting with the crystal's energy and setting your intention. Speaking of intentions, you can also create crystal elixirs.
Crystal elixirs.
Okay.
Okay, this is where I start to get a little lost. What are those?
It's simpler than it sounds.
Okay.
You place a cleansed crystal in a glass or jar of water and let it sit for a few hours. This allows the water to be infused with the crystal's energy.
So it's kind of like making, like, crystal-infused water.
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
You can drink it, use it in a bath, or even mist it around your space. It's another way to incorporate the crystal's energy into your daily routine.
A rose quartz bath sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Are there any safety considerations with crystal elixirs?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Always research the specific crystal before making an elixir,
Right.
as some are not safe for internal use.
Good point. So we've got carrying crystals, making elixirs. What other ways can people use crystals for emotional balance?
Meditation is a powerful practice,
Yeah.
and crystals can enhance the experience.
Okay.
For example, holding an amethyst during meditation can help you connect with your intuition and achieve a deeper state of relaxation. Imagine you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation. Taking a few moments to meditate with amethyst might help you feel more centered and confident.
So you're basically using the crystal to help focus your intention during meditation.
Precisely.
Okay.
You choose a crystal that resonates with your intention for that meditation session.
Okay.
If you're seeking clarity, amethyst might be a good choice. If you're looking to cultivate more self-compassion, you might choose rose quartz.
I'm starting to see how using crystals is really about mindfulness and intention.
Mm-hmm.
But with so many crystals out there, how do you choose the right one?
Right.
It seems a bit overwhelming.
It really comes down to intuition.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong way to choose.
Okay.
You might be drawn to a certain crystal visually, or you might research different crystals and see which properties align with your needs.
So if I'm, like, browsing a crystal shop and a particular crystal just, like, catches my eye, that's a good sign.
Absolutely. Trust your gut feeling. You can also learn about the properties of different crystals and see which ones resonate with you. For example, if you're feeling creatively blocked, you might research crystals associated with creativity and see if any of them call to you.
This is fascinating. It's like there's a whole world of, energy and intention behind these crystals.
Yeah.
You mentioned cleansing and recharging crystals earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that important, and how do you actually do it?
So crystals are believed to absorb energy from their surroundings, so they can pick up negative or stagnant energy over time. Cleansing helps clear that out and restore the crystal to its natural vibrational state.
So it's kind of like giving them an energetic reset.
Yeah.
Is it complicated?
Not at all.
Okay.
There are several ways to cleanse a crystal. You can run it under water, smudge it with sage or Palo Santo, or even leave it out in the moonlight.
Wait, moonlight can cleanse crystals?
It's thought to be a gentler form of cleansing, especially for more delicate crystals. Imagine leaving your amethyst out under the full moon to bathe it in that calming lunar energy.
That sounds so peaceful. What about recharging?
Recharging is about infusing the crystal with fresh, positive energy. Sunlight is great for many crystals, but some can fade in direct sunlight, so do your research. You can also bury crystals in the earth for a grounding recharge.
So you're talking about leaving your crystals out, like on a windowsill, to soak up the sun or moonbeams, or burying them in the garden to, like, connect with the Earth's energy?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's about aligning the crystal with natural energies to amplify its power.
I'm starting to see how crystals can be more than just pretty decorations.
Yeah.
There's a whole world of intention and energy behind them.
It's an amazing journey of discovery, Even if you're skeptical about the energetic properties, the very act of choosing a crystal, caring for it, and using it intentionally can be a powerful way to connect with yourself.
It's almost like a ritual, a way to bring mindfulness and intention into your life.
That's exactly it. And that in itself can have a positive impact on your emotional well-being.
This deep dive has been so eye-opening.
Yeah.
There's so much more to crystals than I ever realized.
Absolutely. And we want to hear from you, the listener.
Ooh, a cliffhanger.
Just kidding. We'll just continue right now. Wrap things up and leave you with a final thought.
Wow, this deep dive into crystals has been, I don't know, really eye-opening.
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really intrigued by this whole idea of using them intentionally for emotional well-being.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? There's such a rich history.
Yeah.
And so much to explore.
Yeah. So let's recap a little bit about what we learned.
Okay.
We talked about how crystals are believed to possess, these unique vibrations and frequencies that can influence our emotional states.
Yeah.
We explored rose quartz for love and compassion,
Right.
amethyst for peace and intuition, citrine for joy and abundance,
Yep.
and labradorite for protection and also intuition.
Right.
We even talked about practical ways to use crystals like carrying them, making elixirs, incorporating them into meditation.
And we can't forget about cleansing and recharging them to keep their energy fresh and vibrant.
Even crystals need a little TLC.
They do.
But here's what really stood out to me during this whole deep dive.
Okay.
Even if someone is completely skeptical about, the idea of crystal energy, there's still some value to be found in this practice.
I totally agree. It all comes back to intention.
Yeah.
The very act of choosing a crystal, caring for it, and using it intentionally can be a powerful form of self-care and mindfulness.
It's like a ritual, like a way to create a moment of pause and connect with yourself. In a world that's so, I don't know, busy and chaotic, having that, tangible reminder to slow down and focus on your well-being can be incredibly valuable.
It's almost like a form of active meditation. By focusing your attention on the crystal and its properties, you're taking a moment to connect with your inner self and your intentions.
I love that. It's not about the crystal, having like magical powers, but it's about the power that we bring to it through our own intention and focus.
Exactly. It's about creating a connection, a sense of mindfulness and purpose. And for some, it can even be a doorway to exploring deeper spiritual connections.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's a final thought for you to ponder. What if the real magic of crystals lies not in the crystals themselves, but in the intention we bring to them? What if the act of choosing a crystal and imbuing it with our hopes, dreams, and intentions is what truly unlocks its potential?
It's a beautiful idea, and it's one that each individual can explore for themselves. There's no right or wrong answer. The most important thing is to trust your intuition and see what resonates with you.
If you're drawn to crystals, explore them. Learn about their properties, experiment with different ways to use them, and see how they make you feel. You might just discover a new tool for cultivating emotional balance and well-being in your own life.
And remember, even if crystals aren't your thing, there are countless other ways to find peace, joy, and connection. The key is to find what works for you and embrace it.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of crystals. We'll see you next time for another exploration into something new and exciting.